Yo, today I'm gonna show you how I remade Martin Garrix Starlight's vocals.
You'll be there, so Starlight, won't you lead the way down this river? Keep me afloat, keep me afloat. If I ever drift away, would you be there? Keep me afloat, keep me afloat.
Yo, welcome to another... Okay guys, so I was trying to record this, but my dog here is sleeping behind me and she's snoring like a lot. Let me show you my phone. Hey baby. She's a beauty. Welcome to another video guys, and you've just been clickbaited into another Martin Garrix tutorial. The truth is, I have no idea how Martin Garrix and DubVision process their vocals because they never showed it to me. So I just used my own voice and tried to reach the same result. Did it go well? I mean, I'm no singer, so I guess. But there's a lot of auto-tune on this, like a lot of auto-tune. Okay, so let's jump into the project so I can show you how I made this. Alright guys, so this is the project right here. There's not a lot to it, as you can see. I can show you the mixer. We have like 5 tracks. This is pretty simple. Okay, so what I did here was I downloaded the original song from Martin Garrix, DubVision, and Shaun Farrugia. Okay, and I also downloaded the instrumental, and then I tried to record some vocals on top of the instrumental. Okay, first of all, big shout out to Martin Garrix, DubVision, and Shaun Farrugia for the amazing track and the amazing vocals as well. And yeah, obviously I use my own voice on this, so it's far from perfect, but you can have some sort of an idea of how these vocals are recorded and processed. Okay, so let's divide this by parts and let's go to the main vocal first. This is how it sounds.
If I have to go, please don't tell me when. Need a little more time, I hope you understand.
Okay, as you can see, there's some auto-tune problems because I failed some of the notes and auto-tune is trying too hard to correct them. Alright, but simple vocal overall. How I did this was I recorded it. Okay, we have the raw vocals right here, I think.
If I have to go, please don't tell me when. Need a little more time, I hope you understand.
Okay, they sound like this. These vocals right here are exactly the same, but they have Melodyne on top of it. Okay, so I just used Melodyne to correct some of the pitch variations and some of the notes. Okay, that's really simple. I have some videos on the channel explaining Melodyne already, but I might do an in-depth tutorial soon on it. Okay, I exported it with Melodyne and I started to process the vocal. Okay, so what I did first, guys, was to add some EQ. Okay, so this is to cut the low end of the vocal so it doesn't clash with the low end from the track. Okay, next off, guys, I added some Fab Filter DS. This is to take out some of the S's of the vocal, okay, and the P sounds. Let me see if I can show you what it does. Okay, for example, we have this part right here where I sing next to me. Count this S on the next to me. Okay, it sounds like this.
You next to me.
You next to me. Okay, so let's listen without the de-esser first.
You next to me. You next to me.
And then with.
You next to me. Stop.
As you can see, it cuts it down a little bit. Once again.
You next to me. Stop.
See, both S's right here got tamed down. Okay, then I added some auto-tune. Actually, I think the DS should be after the auto-tune, but I'm not sure if it makes a difference or not. Leave it down in the comments if you know. Okay, then I add some auto-tune on A major, which is the key of the song, and I added a lot of return speed to correct my voice. Okay, I also added just a little format shift in the so-called throat length to make my voice a bit lower. Okay, so without auto-tune, it goes like this.
Starlight, won't you lead the way down this river?
Then with auto-tune.
Starlight, won't you lead the way down this river? Keep me afloat, keep me afloat.
Okay, it makes a lot of difference, especially here on the Keep Me Afloat part, which goes like this without some auto-tune.
Keep me afloat, keep me afloat.
And then with.
Keep me afloat, keep me afloat.
Okay, then I just added some glue, which is a compressor.
Keep me afloat, keep me afloat. afloat if I ever drift away.
Okay, this is just to tame the vocal a little bit, so the higher parts get a bit compressed down and everything sounds a bit more leveled. Okay, then some Camel Crusher to add some distortion. I like to use the British Clean preset on vocals, and this is before Camel Crush.
Keep me afloat, keep me afloat.
And then with.
Keep me afloat, keep me afloat.
Okay, I also added some Soundgodizer. FL Studio users know Soundgodizer is the magic plugin. Okay, we use it for everything. Okay, so it's sort of like a saturation, distortion plugin, and it also boosts some frequencies on the high end. All right, so this is without.
If I have to go.
And then with.
If I have to go.
Okay, it makes it much more present in the high areas, and it also gives it that distortion. Okay, then I added a vintage compressor from Ozone.
If I have to go.
Once again, just add a bit more of compression to this. Vocals really need to be compressed, okay, so everything sounds smooth at the end. Then another compressor, which is OTT, just a tiny little bit at 8%. Once again, I also use this to add a bit of high end. Okay, so this is before.
If I have to go.
Then after.
If I have to go.
You can barely hear it, but it makes a bit of a difference. Okay, and last but not least, I added some more mid and high frequencies with some EQ, and then I cut it all the low end again, because once you add distortion and saturation plugins and whatnot, some harmonies are created, and if you cut everything at the beginning of the track, like I did right here with the first EQ, then it's possible that at the end of it, there's still information on this area. Okay, so we use another EQ to make sure everything is removed. Okay, and that was it, guys. That was it for the main vocals. Then after this, the only thing you need to do is to add some reverb and delay. Okay, so how I do this is I go from the main vocal, I send this track to a new bus. This one right here, I call it reverb bus. Okay, and I added some FabFilter Pro R. This is the Vocal Hall Bright preset. If we were to exaggerate it, it would sound like this.
If I have to go, please don't tell me when.
Okay, so this is the wet signal from the bus. So how I do this is, first of all, I EQ my reverb. Okay, so I just remove low and high end, because for reverb and delay, if you don't EQ it, especially the low end of the vocal will clash with a lot of stuff on the track. Okay, so I like to EQ both my reverb and delay. Okay, then what I do is I right click this knob right here, the send knob, and I create an automation clip. And I did so right here. Okay, so I not only EQ my reverb, but I also automate it. Okay, so the way I do this is every time I sing, I duck the reverb a bit down, and then at the end of a phrase, for example, at the last word, I bring the reverb a bit up. And I did this for the entire song, okay? So this is how it sounds.
If I have to go, please don't tell me when. Need a little more time.
Okay, then without the reverb.
If I have to go.
Then with.
If I have to go.
Okay, you can see a lot of difference. Then what I did was to do the same thing, but for the delay. Okay, so I send the main vocal to a second bus, which is called the delay bus, and I added some fruity delay, and this is playing really, really low in the track. Okay,
if I have to go.
If I remove the main vocal from the master bus, you can listen to the delay. It goes like this. Okay, this first delay is not automated, it just goes like this through the entire song, but then I added a second one with Echo Boy, and I EQ'd it once again. Okay, and then I automated it to make the same effect with the last words, but instead of just adding the reverb, it repeats the word. Okay, so it goes like this. Let's listen to it without the main vocal.
If I have to go, please don't tell me when. Need a little more time.
See, it plays throughout the whole vocal, but when it gets to the last part, the last word, it brings it up. Okay, so with the vocal routed to the master bus, it sounds like this.
If I have to go, please don't tell me when.
See, it repeats the last word. This in the context of the song would sound like this.
If I have to go, please don't tell me when.
Okay, it creates a lot of ambience and it makes the song sound a lot fuller. Okay, so we're done with the main vocals, and the last part remaining is a sub vocal and the dubs. Okay, sub vocal is just a complementary vocal to help the main vocal breathe a little bit more. Okay, what it is just the same vocal but at a lower pitch. Okay, and it goes like this. Let me exaggerate it so you can listen to it. Okay, and this in the context of the song gives it a bit more strength, a bit more of low end. Okay.
If I have to go.
You can barely listen to it, but it makes a difference. Okay, then last but not least, the dubs. All right, so how I did the dubs for this, really simple. I just re-recorded the vocal. I recorded 2 more takes, and then I routed each one of them to different sides. Okay, so this is the left dub. How you do this is you just pan the old vocal to the left. Okay, this one is not panned because I already exported it with auto-tune. All right, but if you listen, it plays on the left. Okay, and the other one plays on the right. Both together. And with the vocal.
I want you lead the way down this river.
Okay, so how I processed this was I send both vocals to the same channel. I call it dubs. All right, then I added some EQ to remove the low end, like I did on the main vocal. Then some glue, the compressor again, to tame both vocals together. Okay, and last but not least, I added a bit of reverb, okay, just to make it a bit bigger and wider. All right, so this is how the main vocal sounds without any dubs. All right, it goes like this.
Style, I want you lead the way down this river.
And then with.
Style, I want you lead the way down this river. Keep me afloat, keep me afloat. If I ever drift away, would you be there?
Okay, this in the context of the song is really noticeable. Okay, so this is before the dubs.
So, style, I want you lead the way down this river. So, style, I want you lead the way down this river. Keep me afloat, keep me afloat. If I have a...
Okay, and that's it, guys. Actually, pretty simple. There's nothing too much right here. Okay, let me know if you want to get this FOP for free. I'm not sure if you guys want it because I pretty much explained everything on it. But if you do, just comment down below and I'll upload a link to the description. Okay, and that was it. Shout out once again, Martin Garrix, DubVision, and... oh god, I forgot his name. Shaun Farrugia. Sorry, mate. And that was it, guys. Let's listen to the final product.
If I have to go, please don't tell me when. Need a little more time. I hope you understand. Like a guardian, you're watching over me through the depths of my own despair. I look up to the sky and find my peace. I know you'll be there. So, style, I want you lead the way down this river. Keep me afloat, keep me afloat. If I ever drift away, would you be there? Keep me afloat, keep me afloat. To the end of time, make me feel safe. Oh, I just need you next to me. Style, I want you lead the way down this river. Keep me afloat, keep me afloat.
Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you want me to make more remakes like this from other vocals. And yeah,
I will see you in the next video.